Yeah, hello my Facebook family, Gladys here, and I'm so excited. It's the end of the year and 2 days to go, 48 hours to go to the new year, and I really wanted to share my testimony for 2016, and which touches the last 5 years, maybe the last 10 years. I'm just gonna talk about it a bit, but whatever I fought for in 2016, it's not something that I woke up and just started fighting it. It's something that has been there, and it reaches a moment where you say it's enough is enough, and then you enter into the fight and you say, you know, this is where I'm heading, and either I die or I survive, but this is the year for change. So 2016 was my year for change, and I didn't know when it was going to start, but I knew 2016 was my year of change. It hasn't been easy. It hasn't been sad all along. There were moments of joy, there were moments of tears. It was just like this up and down, disappointments and smiles and everything. Yeah, so I want to go a bit further and then come back until now, so that when you're entering 2017, like, we are ready, like, you know, you're going to learn from my story, and I'm going to learn from your comments, because I also want you to put your testimonies under the comments below, under this video, at the end of watching the whole story, right? Yeah, so this is the truth and only the truth, and I'm just going to hold my favorite book. I'm going to show you my favorite book, and truth be told, right? Truth be told, whether it hurts or not, truth be told. Yeah, so you're ready. I'm going to start with my an inspiration that really paralyzed me. Yeah, those words there, they really paralyzed me. It was those first moments that I started doing my personal development, the last 2 years. Those words, I would see them every day, and they will paralyze me. Stay away from negative people. They have a problem for every solution. I don't know, I was asking myself, did the person who wrote this, did they really think twice of maybe if the negative person is part of someone's family or someone's husband or something? Because my husband was very negative, and my family-in-law was very negative. So whenever I would read that, I'll ask myself, then how do I stay away from my husband? Hello. So that's when I entered deep into my personal development, and as I continued deep into it, that's when I really understood the importance of staying away from negative people. Because I can stay away from negative friends, that's easy. They're not part of the family life that I'm living every day, you know, that's easy. But when it comes to family, it's very fragile. But then it really had to work it out, because every time I'm having negative spirits, negative energy around my house, it's paralyzing, it's draining, and we had great problems into our family, into our relationship, into our marriage, let me say that, since the last 5 years, and even before our marriage, because my family-in-law has been into us, and you know, it just doesn't go. They just want to rule us. They want to, you know, they manipulate us in a way that, you know, we got married, we became one. Every one of us left their families, yeah, and became one, right? So we are responsible of how we lead our marriage without having families interfering, in-laws interfering into our marriage, friends interfering into our marriage. Because when we let the exterior forces enter into our marriage, then there's complete breakup. That's what happened this year, and that's what's been happening. Okay, it's been years that I've been watching and saying, I really hope it's gonna change, and I'm like any other woman out there, hoping for that day that it's gonna change, hoping, staying there and waiting while doing nothing, and that doesn't work. Even in my favorite book, the Bible, it really states, faith without deeds, it's death, right? So woman, if you're all there and you have problems into your relationship and you're still there, in Swahili we call it kuvumilia, kuvumilia, but you're still having problems. No, kuvumilia, just vumilia, just keep on having patience, but work on it. And that's what happened. I started working on myself so that I could know when the fight will start, the way I'm going to react to things, the way I'm going to carry myself during the fight. And that's what happened. So this year I didn't wake up one day like that and say, okay, today it's fight day. Mother-in-law, you're going to stay away from my marriage. Brother-in-law, you're going to stay away from my marriage. No, it didn't happen like that. I was just waiting for that one single moment that they're going to disrespect me, and then it's gonna start. And that's what happened. My mother-in-law demanded me for respect. Just because my husband called her last minute to take care of our kids, and then she was mad that she didn't want to put the madness on her son, she wanted to put the madness on me. Like, she doesn't understand that if something doesn't go well, like if we do something, me and my husband, if we do something that doesn't please her, if she tells my husband, then it's like she has told both of us, right? No, that day she talked to my husband. I don't know what she told him, but she also sent me messages telling me that I disrespected her. Well, I was going away with my business. I was going to another country to launch my business. So I said, you mama, I'm gonna go do my business and then I'm gonna come, and now you're gonna know that you've been disrespecting me, and now it's time to to put things on the table and we talk it out. My mother-in-law telling me that I disrespect her. Well, she comes into my house and goes into my bedroom, goes into our bedroom, and goes into our wardrobe, taking my husband's clothes to go wash them. Isn't that being disrespectful? Coming to our house, behaving like if it's her house, and doing everything like it's in her house. And whenever I tell my hubby to tell her, he doesn't, because he doesn't want to be hated, And my brother-in-law, it reached a point that I felt like if I was married to him. Can you imagine at what state they've entered into our intimacy? My mother-in-law going to our bedroom, behaving like if it's her bedroom, like our intimacy. Even when you go to sleep, you feel like your mother-in-law is around. You can feel her spirit. It reached that moment. But then 2016, it was the year of change into this family, and we've really fought. Everybody has said everything, and we put things on the table, and it was hard. We went on a separation because I filed for a divorce. It ended up to be a separation, 71 days, and then we got back together. Yeah, we got back together, and we're still trying to build a better foundation, because even now that you're back together, they are not happy. My in-laws are not happy to see their son back into our marriage, because they wanted to continue ruling us. They want to tell us how we are supposed to be bringing up our kids. Hello, they can give us freedom. We want to learn. We want to learn how to become better parents. We want to better our relationship, but we want to learn it by ourselves. But as I was saying, we grew up from different families, so our way of seeing things is different. But my husband, he's so cool, he's so kind that he doesn't want to tell them to stop, so that he can't be hated, because that's generational. They have hatred and generations. It's been running into the family. If you say something, we're gonna hate you. If you say something, we're gonna hate you. That's what happened for me. I told them, no, this is my house, this is my marriage, this is my house. There are limits. And since the day I told them that, they've hated me. Is it written somewhere that my in-laws hate me? No. But you know what? I've learned a lot from this book, the Bible, and I love them. I love them because I loved them since the first day. I've been loving them, and I realized that they loved me conditionally. And it was so painful to learn that. It was so painful to see how they react to things. And my husband saying nothing. I'm still to learn more about men, but my husband says nothing. He's playing safe, I'm telling you. I'm here being worked on, and he's just plain safe. He says nothing. He just don't want to be hated. He just want to please them, and that's all. But we are hurting, and things had to change. So when we got back together after our separation for 71 days, so they both saw, no, the both families, you know, they both saw that, when I say both, I mean my mother-in-law and my dad-in-law, you know, they are separated. So they both saw that my husband came back home. So why wouldn't they give us space to get back together and, you know, to start lighting our passion? Now for Christmas, you know what they did? They invited my husband and the kids for Christmas, and my husband wouldn't say no, because he doesn't want to say no, because he doesn't want to be hated. So I was there alone. Okay, I'm telling my husband, okay, you're going with the kids, okay, and you're leaving me here, okay, I'm gonna spend Christmas alone with all my kids, the kids that I brought into this world, and you're gonna take them to your parents because you don't want to be hated. You know what happened? It's like they were, when my husband didn't respond to their invitation, they became angry. Oh, we are not happy that you're not coming for Christmas, blah 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 blah. Then my husband, since he doesn't want to be hated by his family, he called back and he said he was going with the kids. And I saw the storm coming, and I was so frustrated, and I was crying, and I was crying, and I was saying, hello, they see that we're getting back together, and they still want to separate us for Christmas. Since I was born, now I'm 30 years, I've spent Christmases, all my Christmases with family, and this was the first Christmas that I didn't spend with my family, and I wasn't very happy, but it ended up to be a cool Christmas, because I went to Germany, I met great friends, and I went to the butterfly events. Yeah, butterfly, and I met new people, and it was so cool. But I saw this storm. When this storm was coming, I knew that I wasn't gonna spend Christmas with my kids. I knew why, and it wasn't easy to prepare for it. But then, you know, I've reached a level that, I don't know, a level or whatever, I don't know, but a place that I can see a storm coming, and I can be able to put my mind in a way that I know that this is a storm coming, and it shall pass. I love the book of James, perseverance must finish its work. So I knew, okay, they're gonna take my kids for Christmas, okay, I'm gonna try another adventure. I went for an adventure in Germany. I met great friends, I made new friends. So 4 people have been taken away. These are my enemies. 4 people: mother-in-law, dad-in-law, I have another mother-in-law, and the brother-in-law. They took my family away for Christmas, so they're taken away. Okay, I love them. I love them. So they're taken away from my life. That was the breakthrough that happened through Christmas. They took away my family, so hello. So they're taken away from my life, and I met so many people. I met strangers. I met so many people during my Christmas, and that's a blessing. And I had a breakthrough, because now even the next Christmases, if they want to invite my husband and the kids, okay, my husband, since he doesn't want to be hated, he can take the kids and go with them, and I'll still go and have other adventures, until when my husband one day he's gonna open his eyes, and you know. But anyway, what I want to say is that don't let your marriage break because of in-laws. These are enemies, these are poison, and don't let your marriage break up because of in-laws. As long as you have that passion with your husband. I love my husband, I'm passionate about him, he loves me, but one problem, he's afraid of being hated. He's afraid of what people say about him. He's afraid of that. But on the other side, he's so loving. He loves his kids. He's so cool. But this problem of not wanting to be hated by his family, it's because it's generational. It goes back to the generations of this family. I'm not here to put the dirty linen publicly, but these are the things that are happening into families, and the society, we are just keeping it boomed down like that. You know, we don't want to talk about it, and that's what's breaking marriages. That's what breaking marriages. And if today I don't agree with my husband, okay, let's call it a quit. We agree each other, then that's okay. But when there's some other exterior forces entering into a marriage to break us, then I'm not that okay, because I'm gonna fight until the end. And then maybe when my husband gonna tell me, Gladys, I don't love you anymore, you can take your way, I'm gonna take my way, then that day I'm gonna stop fighting for my marriage, you know. But when he's saying nothing, he doesn't say he doesn't want to be in the marriage. No, he just don't want to fight. He's just there. So anyway, happy new year. I want to wish for you a happy new year full of fruitful blessings. You just have to put the fight on, because the enemy is real. The enemy is real, and he's out there. He's out there. The person near you, the person that you love most, is your enemy. So keep your eyes wide open and take care. And I love you. Happy 2017.